calm down. And we are now live. Hello everyone, it's Gill Fountain here, and I have got Beth with me today. Beth and I met, a little while ago inside Women's Entrepreneurs Network, but we also took part in the WEN Summit back in September, and that's where I got to know Beth better. Some of you will know Beth already because she quite often comes to our Zoom meetings on a Monday. Now, remind me, Beth, you're Texas way, aren't you?
I'm Texas, Arlington, Texas, near Dallas, Fort Worth.
That's right. And we do get, I get confused with the time zones sometimes.
Me too.
But we juggle it around and we make sure that we get there in the end anyway. Last week was a disaster with the times all the way around, but I think I'm more confident this week. So Beth, do tell us a lot more about what you do.
I would be happy to, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of your Facebook Live. I really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know me, I am from the United States, the state of Texas. In Fort Worth, Arlington is where I have my home with my husband and 3 daughters. My name is Beth Elkassih. I am an author of the book, The Power of Unexpected Miracles, which is a true story of the birth of my 3rd daughter and my survival at age 41 and overcoming acute postpartum depression. So I am a survivor of mental health illness issues, okay? So that prompted me later on, I'm a full-time realtor, and I decided my husband's going to be retiring soon. We want to travel the world, and I thought, I can't sell real estate around the world. I need to find something that I can do via Wi-Fi. And I've always loved to write, Jill.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to become a full-time blogger. And when I told my husband, he just looked at me and said, "Are you dreaming? What are you going to write about?"
I know.
But anyway, my first blog was called Back in the Day. Back in the day, it was .blog. It wasn't .com. And all I did was 300 little words, like what it was like growing up in the late 60s, early 70s. The baby boomer type.
I do remember.
It was fun. It was fun, and I did really well. And then I decided, I'm going to step it up and become more of a professional blogger. And I started joining Facebook groups about blogging. And I was first told right off the bat, get rid of your domain. You can't have .blog. You need .com. So I searched, you guys, for about 2 days, trying every single name, domain, Beth Elkassih, you name it. And then just out of the blue on the 3rd day, I said, you know what? I really want to be positive orientated and inspiring and encouraging. So let me see what make you smile. There wasn't any make you smile. Made you smile. There wasn't any made you smile. But when I put the word back, madeyousmileback.com.
Got it.
It came that it was available. So for, I don't know, it was cheap. I think $6.99 I signed up, and I got that domain. And since then, my daughter, who's in Milan, Italy, by the way, studying for her master's in graphic design and artificial intelligence, all that good stuff, she was the one who created my logo.
Oh.
Yes. And then I decided to get a professional website. So I decided, if you're going to monetize, if you're going to be a business, you have to spend money to make money a little bit. So I hired a professional web developer, got my website, and then just started writing blogs that were more 1,500 to 2,000 words. Yeah. And Made You Smile Back, guys, is all about this mission statement very clearly. And I also have a Facebook group called Achieving Happiness. And that is, we provide inspiration, encouragement, and thought thought-provoking content in order to help every one of us who faces everyday life struggles. Every one of us has down days. Every one of us has a little bit of anxiety going on, especially during this COVID pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And some of us do have clinical depression. We suffer from a little bit more acute mental illness disorders. And I didn't want to exclude all of that. In fact, my platform is to do our part in removing the stigma of mental illness and providing a non-judgment zone for those of us to come in privately. And if we need pick me up or a lift, we can express ourselves and know that we're going to be treated with kindness and respect. And then I'm also like a Google for resources for people that need additional help, like telehealth in the therapy. And I have a circle of friends who are psychologists and social workers in case I need to redirect people to that regard. So that's basically who I am. And I am, like I said before, I am a realtor. But in the last 2 years, I've just really enjoyed being a blogger and decided to scale up. That's when I joined Women's Entrepreneur Network, and that's how I met wonderful Gill. And then went to a couple of her Monday get-togethers, I guess, and met some lovely people from all over the world. And it's been delightful. She was a speaker at the WIN Summit recently.
Yeah.
So I got to know her more. And just we're going to collaborate with some other things, I'm sure, in the future. She joined Achieving Happiness. And I really enjoy her platform and look forward to learning more from her. In fact, you guys, she does an amazing job of training on LinkedIn. you gotta check it out.
Oh dear, oh dear. Your Facebook group is full of inspiration. You've got some lovely images with quotes in them, which I find so motivating. Really sort of makes you feel nice and warm, and sort of, isn't it nice to come into a place where it's just so supportive and so friendly, and it's the sort of thing that social media is about, really, isn't it? That nice. It's where you know that you are not going to get any strange people contacting you.
Well, believe me, you have to. There is a screening process when you do belong to the group, but for the most part, I've only had to block three members who posted what I would call controversial content. But really, for the most part, our 1,400 members are really supportive, really engaged, and I'm very proud of them. And I'm hoping to keep growing the presence on the internet because, like I said, we need more people to come forward and not be ashamed for admitting if they're suffering a little bit of depression. We all do. I mean, the facts are that it used to be 1 out of every 4 of us at any one given time is experiencing a little bit of depression, sadness, grief, or anxiety. But now, guys, with the COVID pandemic, those statistics have been skewed. And now it's 1 in 3 of us are needing that little extra TLC.
We do. Everybody gets down days, don't they? We get low days. Nobody goes through life on a high all the time, but it's how you cope with those days and how you can drag yourself back out of it again. And I think this is where you come in. And I know for a fact, because we've spoken about this before, your blogs and your Instagram. Is it Instagram or Pinterest? Oh, remind me.
I do Instagram, although I don't really care for Instagram social media, but I do it because it's part of Facebook.
Yeah.
But I love Pinterest. I use Pinterest to attract traffic to my blogs. So yes.
Amazing.
And I do love to make my own graphics, and I do have, I do my own original quotes, usually about at least a third, 30% of all the quotes you've seen on Achieving Happiness are mine.
Oh, right.
And I have 3 journals on Amazon as well. They are the Ultimate Happiness Journal, the Gratitude Journal, and even one called Sacred Love, which is I'm very special of. I introduced that on Valentine's Day this last year. And what it is at the beginning, it's for partners or couples, if you will, married couples, unmarried couples, engaged couples, whatever. Yeah. Even it could be Sacred Love, could be your relationship with your mother, or something. But anyway, the claim to fame on that book is the first part asks you, because it's a gift book, it's a gift journal, asks you to write your own personal love letter to the person you're gifting the journal to.
Well, that's different, isn't it?
And then you present it to them, and then it's for 60 days only, and every other day has a quote on one side of the page, and the other is the journal with the blank lines and the various prompts, gratitude prompts.
It would be interesting to find out how many people do write a journal, because it's a very popular thing, isn't it? Can we just say hello to whoever said hello there? Hello, thank you for joining us tonight. And if you write in your journal, please do tell us. But I think a journal, I've spoken to some amazing people, mainly in the marketing world, because that is my world. But they do use journals. They do write in their journals every evening about what sort of day they've had and look through. And I know I was talking to one guy, he's older than me, but he's been writing journals for years. Well, I can't tell you, he is amazing. And he said he has used journals all the way through his career, and he keeps them and looks back to see how he's been getting on from one year to the next.
See, I kind of think that's more of a diary. Journals evolved from the diary type of thing. But journals are great. You can write at night, or if you prefer, you can write first thing in the morning. But the way they've become popular, they've been trending now, Jill, is everybody talks about gratitude. To write 3 things of why you're grateful for every morning. And it just sets up your day for to be positive right from the start. So even what I have found through psychologists and social workers I've talked to, journaling is therapeutic and is often recommended to their clients.
We've got a few people in the group that have done journals and have got their own journals that they've brought out. This is Robin that's come in to join us this evening. Hello, Robin. Have you met Robin at all? I think you did.
I think I have. Her name is familiar.
I think you have.
Hi, Robin.
The beauty of these Facebook Lives, but also meeting on the Monday in the group, is you do get to know people from all over the world. Every meeting we have has got an international flavour to it.
Oh yeah, I know. I love interacting, and despite the time zone, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't. No.
And a lot of these are recorded that you do for those of us on one side of the continent that we can take advantage of rewatching.
So what will happen today? Patty, hello Patty. How lovely to see you. What will happen, and what I'm doing this with everyone, is that I download this and then I'll upload it to my YouTube channel and give you the link, and I'll do all the tags and everything, so that if people, with your permission, this is, I don't just go off, but with your permission, when we get to the end, if you feel it's gone well, then I upload it onto YouTube, and then if people pop your name in, they will be able to find you. But that's purely at your discretion.
I'm more than happy to share anything and everything to help people.
So doing that, this is a good chance for you to tell people about any offers you've got on, or anything that's coming up that you're excited about. I've got your website up here, so I can certainly, if you want me to, point them to your website, share the website.
Oh, yeah, please do. That'll be fine. In fact, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I'm going to show something that I offer to everyone free if you come to the website.
What's that? Oh, hang on. Let's get in.
Yeah.
So I'm on the right one, aren't I?
That is my website. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So so the main theme is let's turn your tears of sadness into tears of happiness. And if you scroll down, I do have a fall promotion. I'll talk about that later. I want Jill to scroll up to that happiness quiz.
Yes.
Okay. And I want you to click on that for me, Jill. Okay. So everybody, I got a question to ask you. How happy do you think you really are? Okay. And if you really want to know, I put together this quiz. It took a lot of research, and I had it edited by some of the circle of friends that I know that are in the business. So every day people just want to be happy, right? And we want to know what our level is because every day it changes. And I have to say, even though I know I'm on with Jill, I know that most of the audience is online entrepreneurs, probably females, right? And we can get, like she said, we can have down days, we can lose our sparkle, but I don't know about you because I am an online entrepreneur. I find myself getting overwhelmed. I find myself getting frustrated sometimes. I even find myself getting a little bit angry at situations of, like, for instance, the technical difficulties of learning a software app, and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And sometimes we need to take a break from that, right? And so after this quiz, I got a special exercise. It's a 5-minute exercise that I'm going to show you what to do when you're having those moments of frustration and not feeling focused and clear, okay? But before that, I want to see how happy Jill is. Shall we do that, everybody? Are you okay with that, Jill?
Yes, I've had a really good day, so that's fine.
Okay, let's take the quiz.
Let's see how. Oh, okay.
So there's 10 questions. So how happy do you think you are now? So you picked which one? Okay, now this one, stop so I can show them the answers.
Yeah, hands off.
Self-esteem. I believe in myself and I have self-confidence in all that I do. I believe in what is right and standing up when need be. Is it not true? Rarely true, sometimes true, mostly true, or very true?
I'm going to put mostly.
Okay. Okay, Jill. Can you take a joke? And do you try to have fun?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And how does your friends describe you usually?
Oh.
Sometimes to be a loner at times, can be kind of moody, a good friend for sure, happy-go-lucky type of person, are always very happy and always optimistic.
Probably that one.
I think so. Okay. Viewpoint about your life. I have a strong sense of purpose and I love my work.
All right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to keep this in the quiz or not, because I've been told some people don't celebrate their birthday, but I do, and I felt it a need to put it in there. So do you love to celebrate your birthday every year?
No, I'm not one, because my birthday is very close to Christmas. So I'm only going to put sometimes true there.
Okay. Well, just for a pause for a moment, Jill, I do want to tell you that your birthday is uniquely yours. It's not only the date, it is also the exact precise time, and it's also the precise location. You are uniquely special. And to me, even though you may downplay it, okay, a little bit, it's still your special day. And I do think you should acknowledge that every year to realize how special you are, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, your hobbies. Do you enjoy one or two favorite hobbies or outside activities?
I do. I'm going to say mostly.
Okay. And then on forgiveness, can you let go of past hurts and move forward with meaningful relationships?
Yeah.
Not too really too good.
Yeah. No. I'll
That's
slow down.
right. That means you have really good mental health. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. How often do you practice a kindness to someone? I wish I did, but generally do not. Occasionally, I try to when I think about it. Quite frequently, I strive to do a random act of kindness every day.
Is that one? Something.
You're just a lovely person, Jill.
No, I'm probably fooling myself here. I get up here, one of my children are going to phone me and go, really?
Okay, so spirituality. I have strong beliefs and regularly pray and or meditate.
I don't actually. I do have strong beliefs.
Okay.
I would like to do more than I do, to be honest.
Okay.
So I'm going to say probably that one.
Okay, fair enough.
A little bit of a
Now,
failure.
after that, it's submit and go to the results. But I think I would love for everyone to give me your email address and I can send you some other goodies. But down below, it does say skip this step. And I'm going to have her do that for the sake of Facebook Live. And when you do that, it's going to calculate based upon your answers.
Oh.
It's weighted answers. Each one of those answers had a point value. Okay.
Yeah.
And as a result of all your answers, you came up at 85%. Actually, you're 1 point over in the highest category. But it's kind of small for me. Can you read what it says for you? You're definitely a very happy and joyful person. What does it say underneath?
Keep on your path of happiness, happiest self by knowing, being, and doing as your happiest self would. Inside each of us is a call to joy. The more you answer this call, the more you'll discover the truth of who you are, what is important, and what your life is for. People who follow their joy are the Renaissance workers who involve the consciousness of humanity. It's time to answer the call. Wow.
So see, I need you in this category to spread your happiness and joy. So you're a Renaissance worker and it resonates, touches people all around you. So bravo.
Wow, thank you. That was unexpected, Beth.
That's fine. Now you can click out of my website for the moment. I'll have you go back in a second.
Okay.
But what I wanted to tell all the ones that are listening is that in addition to the happiness quiz, I have what they call a resource page that has boatloads of handouts, digital ebooks, workbooks, quotes, that type of thing. And in that resource page, there is also an anxiety quiz. So if you're one to also suffer a little bit from anxiety, like how happy you are, well, how much anxiety are you, what your level of anxiety is. There's a quiz for that too, which I would encourage all of you guys to do.
Like you say, we all have our good days. You've got me on a very good day today. I tell you, a couple of weeks ago, I probably wouldn't have taken the quiz at all. But yes, so thank you for that. Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
You've got something else coming up soon, haven't you? I know about Friday. Is it Friday or Monday?
It is Friday, Jill. Thank you for remembering. It is Haley Gray. She encouraged me to come on board to her platform known as Women's Entrepreneur Network, which is going to be this coming Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's Texas time, which is, you guys, 3 o'clock in England, I think. So 3 o'clock in England, if you're watching, I will be on the Women's Entrepreneur Network Facebook group. And I will be broadcasting for 30 minutes every Friday at that time period.
Brilliant.
So I'm thrilled to be a part.
Yeah. And what a lovely end to the group, to the week as well, ending on a high.
I never thought of it that way, but she had that time slot, available, Jill, and I just grabbed it.
Yes, absolutely.
Sometimes things happen for a reason.
They do. Quite surprising as well, isn't it? What comes around. It is. I'm on there in a minute, actually. I go on in 30 minutes. I'm on. This is my 10 o'clock shift, my own 10 o'clock shift.
Well, I'll be sure to stay on and watch you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. I don't really know what I'm going to.
Go ahead.
I'd like to say that everything was planned, but of course it isn't. Never mind.
Well, then you're just a serendipity type of person.
This is very true. That is very true.
So.
Thank you very much, Beth. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I do hope people go on and take that quiz, because it's fun, isn't it?
I think so. I had fun creating it. But I may have to take out the birthday one and think of another question.
I don't know so much. It makes you, because I think you need a question that you have to sort of stop and think about.
Yeah.
So that might be the one where you go, oh, hang on a minute, should I really be doing that? So yes, it's been good. Thank you very much. Have you got anything else you'd like to tell us? Are you okay?
I just have one thing. It'll take just a few seconds or two.
Absolutely.
But for those of you, if you're feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, anxious, or at a breaking point, I mean, you just had a tough day, then I can make you happy again really quickly. Just listen real quickly. It's not a breathing technique, although those work. What I need for you to do is, when you're at that breaking point, you just had enough, okay? I want you to stop what you're doing. Completely stop. And I want you to stand up where you are. Stand up. And then this is really important. You need to walk outside. Now, I know it might be cold, get a sweater or coat, but it's important to walk outside. And the thing I want you to do is, when you get comfortable, find a spot and you're standing, I want you to look up. I want you to look up into the trees, the clouds. Don't look directly in the sun, okay? But you get the idea. And I want you to smile. At the same time you're looking up, you smile from ear to ear. And you hold that smile completely for at least 1 to 2 minutes. And you think of everything that you're grateful for. But you keep that smile going, you keep it up. And then after that, there's no way you can be angry any longer or frustrated. Because the reason is while you do it, this is scientifically proven by Stanford research, by the way, Stanford University. The endomorphins and the serotonin will rise to your frontal cortex. And the blood flow that was down below, making you feel, down and depressed and lethargic and stuff like that, is taken up. So when you're finished with doing this simple exercise of looking up and appreciating nature and smiling, then when you sit back down at your computer, you're more calm, you're more relaxed, and you have complete clarity and focus to be a warrior to get through the rest of your day.
Lovely. That's lovely. What a wonderful tip.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, Beth. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for saying that you wouldn't mind giving us some of your time and all of these wonderful tips to go on with.
Oh, my pleasure.
I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. We'll, and I think we've still got a few people watching us here, but if you do come back in later, please put #replay and we'll be able to pick up the comments as we go. But certainly you will find this in the media section and videos. If you go into the Facebook group later on, you'll find it in the media and then videos that you can have a look at. So thank you very much. And we'll say goodbye.
Thank you, Jill. It's a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Beth. Thanks a lot. Take care.